to Your Health, where we explore the latest in health across the country. I am Erica Cardenas, and Happy New Year. To kick off 2022, we wanted to share some helpful tips to create a healthier lifestyle in the new year. But before we get started, let's take a look at what's coming up on the show. We dispel some health myths that you may be surprised to hear, and educating the community about the importance of the COVID vaccine. Plus, how a crisis center is helping those in the community cope with the difficulties of life. All that and more in this episode of Your Health. There are a lot of health myths out there, and some can actually be dangerous to your health. Here to dispel some health myths is Dr. Shaw. Doctor, thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
We've heard that fat is good, fat is bad. So tell us, which is it?
The answer is that fat is good and bad, and it depends really on how you prepare the fat, where the fat comes from, and what kind of fat it is. So let's start with what is good fat, because for many years we thought that all fat was bad. And the reality is that when we had a head-to-head study from the American Heart Association, at that time low-fat diet versus the Mediterranean diet, the results were so impressive that they actually had to stop the study in the middle of it, because the people in the Mediterranean diet group had such great benefits for their heart, with less heart attacks, less strokes, lower blood pressure, lower cholesterol, and they were just doing so well that it was unethical to continue the study. And so what we learned from that and subsequent research is that there's good fats that we need actually. Fat is a critical part of heart health, brain health. Every cell in our body needs fat. The question is what kind of fat? And the best fat is actually plant-based fats that come from nuts and seeds, avocados, and then also followed by that is fatty fish or omega-3 fish oil. Obviously extra virgin olive oil is a plant-based fat that's also really good. Bad fat is actually processed fat. Fat that is like hydrogenated oils and other kind of ingredients of solid fats that are in processed foods.
Now, doctor, 10,000 steps. Is this the magic number per day that we want to achieve to maintain our health?
10,000 is definitely great, but it's not the magic number. You can actually get many health benefits from even less steps than that. 10,000 actually came from a Japanese company that started pedometers in 1965, and it wasn't really based on any scientific studies. In fact, there's been many studies that have been done, one in particular with over 16,000 women, where they looked at their steps and they found that even with 4,400 steps, they had a 41% decrease in mortality. And if you increase that to 7,500 steps, that was a 65% decrease. The bottom line is just move. Even taking some steps as little as 4,000 steps a day can have a big impact on your health.
Now, Dr. Shad, when it comes to sleep, is it true that we need 8 hours of sleep per night?
It is not true for everyone. It depends on what age you are and what medical conditions you have. So earlier on in life, we actually require much more than 8 hours. And as we age, the number of hours that we actually need for sleep actually decreases. And that has to do with the cycles of sleep and how quickly we're able to get into what we call rapid eye movement or REM sleep. And as we get older, the period of time that it takes to get there actually decreases. And so you actually don't need as much sleep. Now, that being said, we definitely have a problem with sleep deprivation in the United States. And a lot of that has to do with poor sleep hygiene. And I would encourage everyone to look up sleep hygiene and what you can do actually to program your brain to actually be able to fall asleep better. And so I would look at how much sleep you are getting because most of us probably aren't getting enough.
Doctor, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you. If you'd like more information about Dr. Shad, head over to his website. As new variants of COVID-19 increase, educating communities about the importance of the vaccine is as important as ever. And it's at the heart of the All In campaign from the Greater Phoenix Urban League.
Together we make a difference.
Keep Arizona safe.
All in for COVID vaccine.
I'm all
in.
The All In campaign is a national campaign spearheaded by the National Urban League. They reach out to affiliates across the country to get involved, to connect with the community, to help spread the word of the importance of COVID testing and vaccinating our population.
Today we're here at AG's Barbershop, giving away free haircuts to help encourage members of our Phoenix community to get vaccinated. So we have the city of Phoenix out here providing free vaccinations, boosters, and testing. So our area in our community who's impacted the most, which we know is the Black and brown community, that they have access to vaccinations and testing.
It's important for the Urban League to get involved in an initiative like this because, quite frankly, we are the Urban League. We've been providing services as such to the community for well over 100 years and have been a household name since the Civil Rights Movement. If any organization is going to step forward, take the lead, and provide the confidence to the community, it's the Urban League. And we just needed to make sure that we were doing our part here in the greater Phoenix area.
You know, in our community, there's been a lot of hesitancy in terms of getting vaccinated. And so we put this together to try to make something happen, get more people vaccinated. We got to get people vaccinated.
As a barber, we hear stories about people actually dying from COVID-19. I hear a lot of that. We've lost a lot of people, a few customers to COVID. And we've heard many different stories like that, even kids getting COVID and really having a hard time with it. And so we just want to make sure that we are educating our community and letting them at least know about the ins and outs of COVID.
It's important to have events like this because of the vaccination hesitancy within our community. So they need to see influencers, people that they can trust and that they believe in, not just some celebrity, but someone that they met with possibly face to face and that they know that they have their interests best at heart.
This is not the first event that we've done. We've been a part of Arizona and at South Mountain Community College and Sunny Slope Community Center. We've been all over the valley here in terms of trying to get the vaccine, doing the testing first and then doing the vaccine itself. So we've been working at it a long time.
If you're interested in getting tested, getting vaccinated, you can find out information on our upcoming events online, on social media, or you can even give us a call. And again, all of our services are provided to the community free of charge.
In 2022, incorporate exercise snacks into your day. So just like you would snack on food, add little bursts of movement throughout your day. So get up and pace while you're on the phone, jumping jacks or lunges every hour. These exercise snacks will lead to meaningful gains in your overall fitness. But before you sprint to do some push-ups, let's take a look at what's coming up on the show. We introduce you to a family clinic that focuses on individual needs and how one organization is helping to empower those who are deaf and hard of hearing. The provider-patient relationship is critical to your wellness, and at Adair Family Clinic and Med Spa, they practice concierge medicine for your individual needs.
Adair Family Clinic is a family-focused, patient-centered clinic that focuses on preventative health care. So we really pride ourselves in listening to the patients, taking the time to really get to know them, and we do that by way of having longer appointment times so that our providers can spend that time to really do a head-to-toe assessment, find out what their needs are, provide that patient education and treatment plan to really get them on track with their health care. We have a very extensive list of services here at Adair Family Clinic, and we do that because we want to offer a variety of medical, aesthetic, and even med spa services to meet our diverse clientele. And so we cover services to include not only our family medicine services, but also bioidentical hormone therapy, IV vitamin infusion. We also offer medically supervised weight loss treatments and medically supervised weight loss management as well. And of course, we have our full range of med spa services to include our Botox filler services, our non-surgical facial treatments, vaginal rejuvenation for the minimally invasive procedures as well. So we really cover a wide range of services. So it allows for a person to come in and treat this clinic as a one-stop shop for essentially a lot of their personal and wellness needs. We pride ourselves in offering our signature HD body contouring procedure, and that is our way of really identifying areas on an individual's body that they want to essentially remove maybe stubborn fat so that they can enhance their contours and just have a little bit more of a physically aesthetic shape. The body contour procedure is a minimally invasive procedure that allows them to come into our setting and have this procedure performed in a matter of hours and essentially leave up to 10 pounds lighter in some cases, and being able to lose anywhere from 2 to 5 inches in the process of having the procedure done. The other fantastic benefit is it's a procedure that can be done with the person awake, so they can actually be a part of the process and actually see the fat being removed during the procedure. And so our doctors, I think, they really do a fantastic job of walking our patients through that process and ensuring that they're getting that desired result at the end of the day. And the other main benefit of the procedure is that because it's minimally invasive, it allows for that person to come in, say, on a Friday and get the procedure done and be back to work on Monday. To know if a Dare Family Clinic is right for you, we recommend that you come in for a free consultation and sit down with one of our providers or estheticians and discuss your concerns, discuss desires and your goals of treatment. And we'll be able to listen to those concerns and develop a treatment plan that's right for you.
The Arizona Commission for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing work to ensure that those in the deaf and hard of hearing community have resources to improve their quality of life. Let's take a look.
There are over 1.1 million Arizonans who have varying hearing levels. That's 18% of the population. And those are people who are hard of hearing, deaf-blind, deaf, or have a combined vision and hearing loss. Some of the biggest misconceptions about hard of hearing and deaf people, and I'm hard of hearing, is that, with us hard of hearing people, we're always offered sign language interpreters. And sign language interpreters are great for deaf people, but for hard of hearing people, that's not what we need. What we need is captioning, and real accurate captioning. And we also need assistive listening devices, really good communication skills and strategies. And what we hear from our deaf colleagues and deaf community is that so many people think that just writing in English to them or having them lip read is okay, when they really do need sign language interpreters. ASL, American Sign Language, is its own unique language with its own distinct grammar and syntax, and that's really what they need for full accessibility.
The services offered at ACDHH begin with information and referral. We also provide consultation and advocacy services. We have specialists in the areas of deafness, hearing loss, and deaf blindness, and we provide family supports as well. We license American Sign Language interpreters, and we have a hearing healthcare program that provides resources about the purchasing of hearing aids, as well as the telecommunications equipment distribution program and the Arizona Relay 711 services.
For here at the Commission, we do have the Arizona Telecommunication Equipment Distribution Program, and this is for folks that may be hard of hearing, deaf-blind, or may have a combined vision and hearing loss. And we have a lot of great equipment to help people who may need assistance on the phone. We have amplified phones, we have a captioning phone, we have a lot of great flashing and alerting devices, vibrating devices to help people to navigate their environment. And so it's a wonderful program. It's free, it's really easy to apply. You can apply right on our website and see all of the devices available, and we have an easy application, and we hope you'll check it out.
So the relay service and the phone equipment program work hand in hand. The relay service enables you to make phone calls, and the assistive devices that we provide through the phone program, the speech devices, the TTY, the amplified phones, the caption phones, connect to the relay service. So they really work together as one.
You can learn more about ACDHH by visiting us at our website at acdhh.org. We're also active on our Facebook, Instagram, and other social media platforms.
We've heard about the impact journaling can have on our health, but if it's not for you, try taking a gratitude photo. Each day, take a snapshot of something special to you. So it can be your dog, a delicious meal, the sunset, and take a moment to study the photo and sit with your feelings of gratitude. Pretty cool idea. Here's what's coming up on Your Health. Hope for those struggling with life's challenges, and how to help with breathing problems after suffering from COVID-19. The topic of mental health has become more apparent during the pandemic, and for anybody who is hurting or struggling, hope is just a phone call away.
When someone calls or someone reaches the crisis line, we answer right away, 100% of the time, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We work together as a team with the caller, with whoever we're speaking to, regardless if they're calling about themselves or someone else, and provide them with an opportunity for some kind of assistance. But most importantly, we want to be there with the person, and we want to provide them with the opportunity that hope is real and help is out there. Having them trust us enough to be able to be that support and guiding them through that opportunity is really special, really special.
At Solari, we have a strong belief, especially when providing crisis support, to treat individuals with dignity and respect and support them where they are. And so if we can do everything we can to keep them in the home, to keep them in the community, keep them with their natural supports, their family, their friends. That's really what we're trying to do, is to engage folks as early as possible, give them the supports they need, but whenever possible, keep them supported within the community that they call home. When somebody has a need and comes in a crisis situation, if we're not able to engage them appropriately and get the right handoffs and get the connections to where they need to go, the consequences can be dire.
Solari saves lives because if it wasn't for Solari, how many community members would not be alive today? How many families would have broken up? Solari is there 24/7. How many other organizations do that? What Solari has done for me personally, they were able to give me the resources that I needed, and they saved not only my family member's life, but my life, because that one phone call can make all the difference in the world.
Anybody who is hurting, anybody who is struggling, or if you know of somebody who is, don't hesitate to reach out for help. Help is here, resources are here, and our team is waiting to make an impact. At Solari, we truly are inspiring hope.
Don't go away, we have more coming up on Your Health. How to help with breathing issues after getting COVID-19. At True Health, we're helping patients who suffered from COVID-19 regain their health one breath at a time.
If you or your loved one are struggling with chronic lung conditions from post-COVID residual breathing problems, you may be a great candidate for our lung rejuvenation therapy. A lot of our patients who come to see us have COPD, they have emphysema, they have asthma, they have these chronic lung issues. As you know, with any type of chronic lung condition, it only gets worse with time, and we know that. And over time, the function of the lungs will decrease with about a 1% per month if we don't do anything about this. So anyone who is suffering with this, who are on medications, they're on inhalers, they're even on oxygen, what we want to do is stop the damage and allow the body to heal and regenerate. So currently what we're able to do is actually harvest these naturally healing cells in our body. In doing so, we're able to stop the damage from getting worse, so we can overcome the trouble breathing, the need for oxygen, and all these medications that keep piling up, and reverse these symptoms that these patients are struggling with post-COVID. So currently, patients that have chronic lung conditions, all they have is medications, steroids, and then when that doesn't work, they have to use oxygen. And then when that fails, well, then there is physical therapy for lungs. And when that fails, unfortunately, if there is a part of the lung that is so severely damaged, they have to have surgery to get rid of that part. So that's all that's available. It's medications, it's masking the symptoms. There is nothing out there that is designed to repair the body and allow it to heal. Left untreated, we know that lung condition will just continue to decline the lung function over time. Post this therapy, what we're able to see is that patients will actually have an improved lung function with time. So the remarkable part about this therapy is that we have seen patients who have seen an improvement as soon as 1 week. The soonest and the fastest results that one of our patients experienced was actually immediately after the procedure. So they were able to have improved energy, they no longer needed their inhaler, and again, when we checked up on them a week later, they no longer needed their oxygen, they had more energy. It can happen that fast. The procedure is a simple outpatient procedure. Our patients are completely awake for the whole procedure and are able to come and receive the therapy and go home within a few hours. So if you are somebody who suffers with chronic lung conditions, who have had COVID, and now your lung condition has become significantly worsened, and now you're dealing with these residual breathing problems, we really want to see you, and we're able to offer you this free screening where it'll tell us exactly how progressed this damage is and whether we can help you or not. So if you are someone who is struggling with this, please give us a call. We can help you. All you have to do, give us a call.
Thanks for joining us on Your Health. I'm Erica Cardenas, and we hope you have a healthy and happy new year. See you next time.